This is a sheet of standard drywall, 12 millimeters thick, white paper face, gypsum core, identical in every visible way to what is in the walls of your house right now. Pick it up and it weighs what drywall weighs. Cut it and it cuts the way drywall cuts. Install it and it installs the way drywall installs. Nothing about its appearance, its weight, its handling, or its installation distinguishes it from the material behind every wall in every house on your street. Except inside this sheet, mixed throughout the gypsum at the time of manufacture, are millions of microscopic capsules, each one between 5 and 20 micrometers in diameter, each containing a small amount of paraffin wax, invisible to the naked eye, undetectable by touch, requiring no special installation procedure, no different fasteners, no different finishing compound. They're simply there, inside the wall, waiting. When your room temperature rises above 23 degrees Celsius, the wax melts. The phase transition absorbs heat from the room, not by raising the temperature of the material, but by changing its physical state. Your room temperature stays flat. The wall absorbs the heat silently. No sound, no compressor cycling, no fan running, no thermostat clicking, no power draw. The room temperature simply stops rising because the wall is consuming the incoming heat to drive a phase transition rather than allowing it to accumulate in the air. When temperatures drop at night, the wax solidifies. The stored heat releases. The room stays stable. No electricity, no moving parts, no refrigerant, no maintenance. The cycle repeats every day, every summer day, for the 30-plus years service life of the material. The same paraffin, the same capsules, the same wall, day after day with no degradation, no replacement requirement, and no utility bill attributable to its operation. European buildings have been installed with this material since 2005. Validated by the Fraunhofer Institute, Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory, and the Swedish Energy Agency. 3 independent institutions. 3 separate countries. 2 decades of monitored commercial deployment. The validation is not preliminary, is not contested. It is complete. The company that manufactures it for Europe is called CertainTeed. They are headquartered in Malvern, Pennsylvania. They have never offered this product for sale in the United States. An American company, headquartered in Pennsylvania, manufacturing a product for European customers, selling it to European builders, and simultaneously declining to offer it to American builders in the market where its performance data, generated by an American national laboratory, shows it would deliver the greatest financial benefit to consumers. Plant the question, the central question, stated clearly and directly, slower than anything before it. This video is going to answer a specific question, not why this technology exists in Europe and not here. The specific financial mechanism inside a single corporate structure that explains why the same company sells an AC eliminating product in one market and refuses to offer it in the other. Not a general regulatory explanation. A specific mechanism. A specific corporate structure. A specific financial relationship between 2 divisions of the same parent company that makes the absence of this product in the American market not a puzzle, but a predictable outcome of ordinary business logic. And I want to be precise. It is not that the technology does not work in American climates. Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory specifically modeled American Southwest conditions. The data covers exactly the climates where American cooling costs are highest. Phoenix, Las Vegas, Tucson, Albuquerque, the cities where residential cooling costs are highest, where the financial benefit of a passive thermal storage wall would be most pronounced for the homeowners living behind those walls. The Department of Energy's own laboratory modeled it. Found it works. That finding has not changed the American product catalog of the Pennsylvania company that manufactures it. The physics of latent heat. Build the physics clearly and confidently. The 14 times number is the most important data point in this section. Pause before and after. Heat is absorbed by materials in 2 fundamentally different ways. The first is sensible heat absorption. As you add energy to a solid material, its temperature rises proportionally. For concrete, approximately 840 joules per kilogram per degree Celsius. You add energy. The temperature goes up, linear and predictable. This is the thermal behavior of every conventional building material in standard use today. The second is latent heat absorption. When a material changes physical state from solid to liquid, it absorbs a large quantity of energy with no change in temperature. The material stays at the same temperature while the energy of melting is consumed. No change in temperature. The material is absorbing substantial quantities of energy and the temperature is not moving. From the perspective of the room, heat is disappearing into the wall. This is not insulation. Insulation slows heat movement. Phase change material consumes heat directly. Water's latent heat of fusion is 334 kilojoules per kilogram. Paraffin wax, between 200 and 240 kilojoules per kilogram. And paraffin can be engineered to undergo its phase transition at precisely 23 degrees Celsius, normal room temperature. Engineered. The phase transition temperature of paraffin is tunable through the selection of specific chain lengths during manufacturing. The material activates at exactly the point where a room would otherwise begin to feel warm. The engineering solved the targeting problem. The physics provides the storage. Now here is the number that matters. The latent heat of paraffin is approximately 14 times greater than the sensible heat capacity of concrete per unit mass for the relevant temperature range. A small amount of paraffin, microencapsulated and mixed in a standard drywall, stores 14 times more thermal energy than the same mass of concrete would store through a temperature rise. 14 times. Not 14% more. 14 times more. The same mass of material. Because concrete stores heat by getting hotter, and hotter concrete radiates heat back into the room. PCM drywall stores heat by melting at a fixed temperature. The stored energy cannot return to the room until temperatures drop below the melting threshold. A conventional 12mm gypsum drywall sheet stores approximately 13 kilojoules of thermal energy per square meter per day. A PCM-enhanced sheet of the same dimensions, 200 to 240 kilojoules per square meter per day. The same wall, 14 times the thermal storage. BASF, NOF in the European market. Factual and measured. The commercial history section. By 2005, pause before. The commercial development of microencapsulated PCM for buildings began at BASF, the world's largest chemical company, in the early 1990s. BASF's Micronal product was commercially released in 2004. A decade of development before commercial release. Not rushed. By the time Micronal entered the European market, the material had been subjected to more pre-commercial testing than most building products ever receive. Here is what the CertainTeed situation looks like from inside the Saint-Gobain corporate structure. Saint-Gobain is not only a building materials company. It also operates Saint-Gobain Climate Solutions, a division producing ventilation, thermal regulation, and HVAC-adjacent products. Both divisions operate under the same parent. Both report to the same board. The same company. The same board. The same quarterly earnings review. The same capital allocation process. One company. Two divisions. One of them sells products that reduce the need for the other division's products. The board overseeing both is not financially incentivized to maximize the performance of the division that reduces demand for the other. In Europe, the EU's Energy Performance of Buildings Directive mandates specific energy performance ratings for new construction. Buildings must hit those ratings to receive occupancy permits. PCM boards help architects reach those ratings. The product sells because regulation demands performance. Because regulation demands performance. That phrase contains the entire European explanation. Regulation that measures outcomes creates a market for technologies that deliver outcomes. The product sells because it must. In the United States, energy codes define performance in terms of approved insulation R values, equipment efficiency ratings, and window U factors. There is no credit in any American energy code for phase change material thermal storage. There is no approved calculation methodology in ASHRA 90.1. A builder cannot demonstrate energy code compliance using PCM boards. Cannot demonstrate compliance. Not. The boards fail to reduce energy consumption. A builder cannot demonstrate compliance because there is no approved methodology for calculating the contribution of a technology the standard was not written to accommodate. The standard was not written to accommodate it because the people who write the standard sell the technologies the standard was written to accommodate. When regulation requires performance, the product that delivers performance gets sold. When regulation only requires approved equipment types, what gets sold is approved equipment. And approved equipment in the United States means active mechanical systems, which Saint-Gobain Climate Solutions also sells. That sentence is the complete answer. Saint-Gobain sells PCM drywall in Europe because European regulation requires building performance and PCM drywall delivers building performance. Saint-Gobain does not sell PCM drywall in the United States because American regulation requires approved equipment and Saint-Gobain Climate Solutions sells approved equipment. Both outcomes rational. Neither outcome serving the American homeowner paying a cooling bill every month. The suppression. OSHRI 90.1 updates every 3 years. The 2022 edition contains no provision for phase change material thermal storage. No section, no method, no pathway. This absence persists despite decades of European deployment and U.S. validation data. Inclusion requires committee approval. That committee includes major HVAC manufacturers with direct financial exposure to reduced cooling demand. The outcome aligns with their interests. The Inflation Reduction Act allocates $8.8 billion for efficiency upgrades. PCM drywall is not eligible. It was not part of the drafting process. CertainTeed manufactures PCM products in Europe, yet none appear in its U.S. catalog. The omission is verifiable and ongoing. Subscribe for the concluding mechanism. The proof plus economics. The economics of PCM drywall at residential scale are clear. Standard gypsum costs about 40 cents per square foot. PCM board costs about $4.20, a $3.80 premium. For a 1,500 square foot home, that adds roughly $5,700, less than 2% of total construction cost. Lawrence Berkeley modeling for Phoenix shows a 27% reduction in cooling energy, saving about $594 annually. With no maintenance or behavior change required, payback occurs in 9.6 years. Over a 30-plus year lifespan, net savings exceed $11,000 per household. Despite proven performance and availability, this material remains absent from U.S. codes and incentive programs, limiting widespread adoption. Series conclusion. This is the series finale. Philosophical and deliberate. Each sentence completely separate and completely flat. No rising intonation anywhere. The calm of someone who has shown all the evidence and lets it speak for itself. This is the conclusion of a 5-video series. 5 technologies: wind, space, earth, evaporation, and chemistry. Technologies developed in Iran, at Stanford, in New Mexico, in Nigeria, and in Germany. Technologies with documented performance records spanning from 40 years to 5,000 years. Technologies ranging in cost from $3 to $4.20 per square foot. 5 different inventors. 5 different countries. 5 different physical principles. 5 completely independent technologies that share exactly one characteristic. None of them appear in an American residential building code prescriptive table. Not one. When one technology is absent, the explanation might be technical immaturity. When 5 technologies validated by Stanford, Lawrence Berkeley, the Fraunhofer Institute, UNESCO, and the Rolex Foundation are all absent from the same regulatory framework, the explanation is the regulatory framework. The mechanism that excludes all 5 of them is identical. The committees that write the standards are staffed by the industries those standards would displace. Not secretly, publicly. The membership lists are available to anyone who looks. The technologies work. The evidence is published, peer-reviewed, and documented at commercial scale. For decades, some of it for 5,000 years. The reason they're not in your house is not performance. is the composition of the voting committees that decide what goes in your house. Subscribe, because this channel is not done documenting this. There are 14 more technologies on the research list.